Now let's see another communication protocol which is called RFID. RFID you might have heard many times. That is radio frequency identifier, and refers to the technology whereby digital data encoded in RFID tag or smart batches defined below as captured by the reader via radio wave. Now here also we'll use the almost the same phenomena that we have used in NFC, but there are many other things that has been done. RFID is similar to the barcoding, in which data from a tag or a label are captured by the device that store the data in a database. RFID, however, has several advantages over systems that use barcode asset tracking softwares. The most notable is that the RFID tag data can be read outside the line of sight, whereas barcode must be aligned with the optical scanner. See, in the shopping mall, you must have seen that every product is with the barcode. And when you go to the checkout counter, they will scan every barcode of the product that you have purchased, and the barcode will give the data what is required uh, by that particular checkout counter, like what is the name of that particular product, what should be the price and all. It will be fetched from the database. So RFID is also like that, but the barcode is required the line of sight, right? So sometimes you have seen that when the product is not coming to the line of sight of the scanner, they will readjust it, and they will scan that particular barcode. But RFID, in case of RFID, if we tag every product with the RFID, so we doesn't have to uh, put it into the line of sight. We just have to put it into the near to the RFID reader, and it will just read the RFID content which is there in the RFID tag. Okay. So the RFID belongs to a group of technology referred to as the automatic identification and the data capturing, that is called AIDC. This method automatically identify object, collect data about them, and enter these data directly into computer system with little or no human intervention. RFID method utilize radio wave to accomplish this. At a simple level, RFID system consists of three components. One is the RFID tag, which is also called smart label, RFID reader, and the antenna. RFID tag contains an integrated circuit and an antenna, which are used to transmit data to RFID reader, also called as interrogator. The reader then converts the radio wave to a more usable form of data. Information collected from the tag is then transferred through the communication interface to the host computer system, where the data can be stored in a database and analyzed at a later time. See, you also have seen this RFID tag into the different shopping malls. So when you go to any cloth store, the big cloth store like Central or Pantaloon or Brand Factory, so every cloth is tagged with the RFID tag. So you must have seen that. This RFID tag, why they will use it, so that nobody will take the cloth without giving the money, right? So and in the entrance and as well as when we want to exit, so in the exit and the entrance, there is the uh, the horizontal bar that you have seen. That bar is nothing but the RFID reader. And whenever you take the cloth without removing the RFID tag, this reader will read it and it will give the signal to the counter. But this is the only use that they are using in the Brand Factory or somewhere else. But we can use it beyond that. Means we can give the tag some identification, some number, and whenever we reach the reader, the reader will will read this particular information and give the price, give the name of the product, and automatically it will be done. So that also we can do, right, with the help of this RFID tag. As stated above, an RFID tag consists of an integrated circuit and an antenna, right? RFID tag. So this is how it look like. This is the example of the any iCard or something. The tag is also composed of a proactive material that hold the pieces together and shield them from various environmental damage in that way. The proactive material depends upon the application. For example, employee ID batches contain RFID tag are typically made of durable plastic. Like this, the tag is embedded between the layers of plastic. RFID tag comes in a variety of shapes and size, and they're either passive or the active. So this tag may be the passive or the active. So what is passive? Passive tags are most widely used, and they are smaller and less expensive to implement. Passive tag must be powered up by the RFID reader before they can be transmitted. So RFID reader will always send the magnetic field by radio frequency, and there is a passive tag which will be powered up just like the NFC technology, and then it will give or send the data to the RFID reader. Now what happened in the active RFID reader? They have the power supply on board in the form of battery, and thereby enabling them to transmit data at all the time, right? Now let's see the technology, the reader and the tag. This is how the reader will look like. So either it will be a shot of plates and all. In that we have some different microcontroller. RF signal generator is there, which will use for generating the power of the passive tag. And there is a receiver or signal detector. This antenna is used for receiving the data. So there are two antenna which are used. One is for the continuously generating the radio frequency for enabling these tags, another for receiving the data. Now what happened in the tag? So in the tag we have the antenna. Antenna is receiving the magnetic pulse. There is a transponder, and then we have the rectifier circuit which will convert the AC voltage wave into uh, the voltage, and it will give the power to the controller, and it will take the data from the memory, and the data will again send by this particular antenna. These are the different tag that will be used, right? So we can use the tag in different. You must have seen this particular tag. This is used by our FASTag that we'll use in the car. So in the car, you have seen this particular type of circuitry. So this is the circuitry. Here we have the antenna, which will use to communicate with the toll gate. So in the toll gate, we have this type of reader, which is always sending this magnetic pulses, and it will reach to this particular tag and enable it. The data will be sent back to that particular reader. Okay, this is how the communication will take place, and there are many applications related to RFID, not just the just in the toll gate, right? We can use it for the in the application sorry, in the ID card to open the gate to take the attendance, right? In NIT, where I learn, NIT Rourkela, we are getting the ID card, and in that ID card, the RFID tag is embedded to it. And the usefulness of this is in our central library, when we want to issue any book. So what we do is we take the books and we put on that particular reader, and we'll put our card. And there is a computer. In the computer, it is a touch screen. We can just click on the issue button. When we click in the issue button, the information of that particular book will come, and the information of the card, means my information, will come, and it will uh, tell to confirm. When we confirm it, the book will be issued in my name. The same thing will happen when we want to give that particular or to deposit the book. So we'll put the book and we'll put our ID card. And because in the book also we can paste this particular tag. Okay, so in the book also can be this tag will be pasted, and the book information will be read by the reader as well as my iCard. And I can what I can do is I can give the book back to that particular library. So that thing you can implement here also in our library. Before the lockdown, some BTech students have tried it. It is functioning well. They have made the application. I want them to make it in a full-fledged database, full-fledged web application, which will work. So before the lockdown, they have done some of the work, but they have to complete the work they haven't done. Anyway, that thing will be easily done here. We doesn't have to call the technician or the other vendors to implement the RFID tag in our library. That we can do very easily. So the price of these type of tag may be 10 rupees or 15 rupees, not more than that, that we can use and put it in each and every book. So initially it will take a lot of time to put this particular tag in each and every book, give the code to that particular, means the link, we have to link the book ID with this particular ID of this particular tag, right? So that thing we have to do first. We have to make our system ready. We have to put the tag into the iCard of each and every student also. So all these things we have to do. Otherwise, it is not an expensive technology that we can use it very easily. The application may be the inventory management we can do, asset tracking, personal tracking, controlled access to restricted area, ID badges, supply chain management, counterfeit prevention. We can use it in a pharmaceutical industry. So all these things we can use the RFID tag, and there are many applications to it. These are the different devices, communication devices that we have seen, and that all those devices we can use in our microcontrollers like Node MCU or Arduino Uno or Raspberry Pi, any of the